Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So myself Raza, and in this video I am going to discuss the chapter trigonometry of class 10 of AP and Telangana state boards. So in this video I am going to discuss exercise 4, which is based on the trigonometric identities, and this particular exercise is very important for public examination, right? So in this particular exercise, so we are having important questions, right? So please don't skip the video and watch the video till the end. So if you haven't watched my previous videos related to exercise 1, 2 and 3, so please go through them. So if you like the video, so please share with your friends. If you are new to this channel, so please subscribe the channel, right? So let's get into exercise number 4. So this particular exercise number 4 completely deals with the identities. So first of all, what is meant by an identity? So identity is nothing but an equation, so which consists of variables. So if you substitute any value, so if the given equation is satisfied, then such equations are called as identities. So already in your 9th classes you have learnt about algebraic identities. So algebraic identities means nothing but a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square minus b square, a plus b whole cube. So all those are nothing but called as algebraic identities. So algebraic identities means, so when you substitute the values, any values in the place of a and b, so both the equations, so both left hand side and right hand side will be equal, or simply what we can say, that equation holds good for any value of a and b, right? The same way here also in trigonometry we are going to have such identities with respect to the trigonometric ratios. So there are totally 3 trigonometric identities. So if you are able to remember these trigonometric identities, then you can solve any problem related to exercise number 4. So in that, the first identity, so identity number 1, so it is nothing but sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Here the theta value belongs to r. So r means, so theta can be any angle. And if you have observed in exercise number 2, we have discussed about trigonometric values, right? So sin and cos are having, so are defined for all the values of theta. So that's why those two ratios are combined together to form an identity. So what is that identity? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So you can simply make it a note as psycho. So if you are having cheat codes, you can remember it easily, psycho. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So using this identity, so you can write 4 more identities. So we can write 4 more forms of this identity. So how can you write? So if you want sin square theta, then what you can do, you can transpose this cos square theta to right hand side. It becomes 1 minus cos square theta. So whenever you find sin square theta, you can replace it with 1 minus cos square theta. The same way, if you are having cos square theta, you can replace it with 1 minus sin square theta. So whenever you are having sin theta, you can write it as 1 minus cos square theta, and cos theta if you are having, you can write as square root of 1 minus sin square theta. So this is the first and foremost trigonometric identity, and only this identity contains a plus in the middle. Okay, and this is defined for all the values of theta, right? So this is nothing but the first identity. So identity number 1. Next, moving on to identity number 2. So identity number 2 is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So why these two ratios are combined together? So in exercise number 1, we are having reciprocals. There we have discussed about sine and cosecant are reciprocal to each other, secant and cos are reciprocal to each other, cot and tan are reciprocal to each other, right? So in exercise number 3, so we have discussed about complements. Sine and cos are complement, cosecant and secant are complement, and cot and tan are complement, right? But in this particular identities, so it is totally different. So here the thing is, already in exercise number 2, so when we have discussed about the values of trigonometric ratios, so secant is not defined for 90 degrees as well as tan is also not defined for 90 degrees, right? So secant is not defined for 90 degrees as well as tan is also not defined for 90 degrees. So these two are behaving the same. So that's why those two are combined together to form an identity. So here the identity is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So remember this, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So this is nothing but the identity, and here the condition is theta should not be equal to odd multiples of 90 degrees. Here 2n plus 1 means odd number. So 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 means it should not be an odd multiple of 90 degrees. So then clearly we can say that it is an identity. So here we are having a restriction that it should not be an odd multiple of 90 degrees. So here secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So here you can remember this as theta. So the cheat code is theta, and this is the order. So first comes S and later T. First comes S, then only T, right? So secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So in the previous identity, so we are having 4 extra forms, right? So for this particular form we are having 4 extra forms, but here along with those 4 we will get 3 more extra. Why? Because so it is following the algebraic identity a square minus b square. It is following the identity a square minus b square, and already we know a square minus b square I can write as a plus b into a minus b. So because of this, so we are going to get 3 more forms in extra, right? So first one, so secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So this is the standard trigonometric identity, right? Now if I want only secant square theta, I can transpose minus tan square theta, then it gives me 1 plus tan square theta. So from this secant theta I can write as root of 1 plus tan square theta. In the same way, if I want tan square theta, I need to transpose minus tan square theta to right hand side and plus 1 to left hand side. Then I am going to have tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. So from this, tan theta is equal to square root of secant square theta minus 1, right? Next, so these are nothing but the 4 forms like we got for the previous one. So along with this, so we are going to have 3 more forms. So since it is in the form of a square minus b square, so a square minus b square I can write as a plus b into a minus b. That means secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. Now if I want secant theta plus tan theta, then what I can do, I can transpose this secant theta minus tan theta to right hand side. Then I will get secant theta plus tan theta is equal to 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. The same way secant theta minus tan theta I can write it as 1 by secant theta plus tan theta. So these 3 forms are nothing but the excess forms which we obtain by the concept of a square minus b square. Next, this is one of the important results. So this will be asked for 8 marks in this year exam. Usually this will be asked for 4 marks for paper 1, paper 2. So if you are having paper 1, paper 2, so it would be asked for 4 marks. But this year we are having, so this year, so for this academic year, because of corona, so we are having double the marks. So because of that we are going to have a single paper. So in that paper, so this question may come for 8 marks. Okay, so this is very important result. Okay, so while solving the problems, so you will get this particular problem. So we will solve there and we will prove this. So if secant theta plus tan theta is equal to p, then sin theta is equal to p square minus 1 by p square plus 1. So this particular result, so we will be proving in exercise problem, right? The same way like identity number 2, so we are having identity number 3. So what are the leftover ratios? So sin and cos completed. Next secant and tan also completed. Next we are having the third one, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Here the condition is theta should not be multiple of 180 degrees. It should not be multiple of 180 degrees. So based on that we are going to have the 4 basic formulas, and after that using a square minus b square concept we are going to have 3 more extra, like how we are having for secant square minus tan square theta is equal to 1, right? So the same way we are going to have so one more result. So this also we are going to prove in exercise problem. So cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to k, then cos theta is equal to k square minus 1 by k square plus 1. So this is also a 3-star rated problem, so which would be asked for 4 marks in our regular exams, and this year it might be asked for 8 marks, right? So regarding all these things, so we are going to remember. So simply you can make a note So Psycho is one identity. Next, Sita is another identity, and the third one is simply you can remember it as Costco or Coco. So you can make it as Costco or Coco. So three identities: Psycho, Sita, Coco. Psycho, Sita and Coco. So here how to remember? So which co will come first? So here for cosecant you are having 5 letters, and for cot you are having only 3 letters. So bigger one will be written first and then the smaller one. Okay. So likewise you can make these cheat words. So by using this you can simply remember. And for Psycho you need to make plus in the middle. Sita and Coco you will have minus in the middle. Okay. So remember this and make a note of these so that you can easily remember these identities. Okay, so I hope you have understood these identities, right? So you can easily remember. Next, moving on to the problems. So example number 13. Now let us see how to solve each and every problem. So first of all, what is given? Cot theta plus tan theta. So this is nothing but my LHS. So LHS is given as cot theta plus tan theta is equal to, so I need to prove that it is equal to secant theta into cosecant theta. So for that what I am going to do is, so cot theta I can write it as, so from the first exercise we are having the formula now, cot theta I can write it as cos theta by sin theta plus tan theta I can write it as sin theta by cos theta. Now by taking LCM, so what is LCM here? So LCM is sin theta into cos theta. So from this what I am going to have, so I can write it as, so sin theta into cos theta is LCM now, but here we are having only sin theta. So if LCM is sin theta into cos theta, here cos theta is missing, so I can directly cross multiply. So this becomes cos square theta plus sin square theta. So already we have discussed about the first identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta, or cos square theta plus sin square, both are nothing but ones. So 1 by sin theta into cos theta. So since these are product form, so product form means I can write it as, so 1 by sin theta into 1 by cos theta. So 1 by sin theta means it is reciprocal of cosecant theta. So this I can write as cosecant theta into secant theta. So this is the thing. So what I need to prove here. So this is one approach. So this is one approach by which we can solve this. So there is one more approach. So approach number 2, or simply we can go with method number 2. So this particular question we can also solve in this particular way. Now let us see how to solve this. So cot theta I can write it as 1 by tan theta, no, plus tan theta is written as it is. So tan theta is tan theta. Now from this, so what is the LCM? So LCM is tan theta, then I can write as 1 plus tan square theta. So from the identities, so what is the value of 1 plus tan square theta? So 1 plus tan square theta I can write as secant square theta. So secant square theta by tan theta. Now secant square theta I can write as 1 by cos square theta into this tan theta which is in the denominator I can write as sin theta by cos theta. So this one cos theta in the denominator cos theta gets cancelled. Again I am going to have 1 by sin theta into cos theta. So again which I can write as cosecant theta into secant theta. So this is one more approach. So there is method number 3 also. So you can try it on. So how can you do it is, so change tan theta as 1 by cot theta. So change tan theta as 1 by cot theta and take LCM and apply third identity. So then also you are going to get the same answer. So for this particular question, so we are having 3 methods to solve. Either you can change it into sin by cos and cos by sin and you can simplify. Method number 2, so change cot theta as 1 by tan theta and proceed with the identities. Or method number 3, so change tan theta as 1 by cot theta and apply third identity and proceed, right? So there are 3 approaches for this. So in all the 3 approaches you are going to get the same answer. So there won't be any change in the answer, right? Next, moving on to question number, so example number 14. Now if you observe, so what is the left hand side? So tan square theta plus tan power 4 theta. You need to change it as secant power 4 theta minus secant square theta. So that means tans we need to change as secants. So changing tans as secants means nothing but you need to make the use of second identity, right? So what is LHS given here? So LHS is nothing but tan square theta plus tan power 4 theta. Now I can simply take tan square theta as common from both the things, right? So if I take tan square theta as common, then I will be having 1 here, plus here tan power 4 theta means tan square theta into tan square theta, no? So from that I already have taken tan square theta as common, then I will be left over with tan square theta, right? Now already you know tan square theta in terms of secant theta. So how can you write tan square theta as in terms of secant? So tan square theta I can write it as secant square theta minus 1 into, so 1 plus, again here tan square theta I can write it as secant square theta minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled here. So here I will be left with secant square theta minus 1 into secant square theta. Now this secant square theta minus 1 should be multiplied with secant square theta. So then what I am going to have? So this I am going to get secant power 4 theta minus secant square theta. So which is nothing but my right hand side. So likewise you can prove this particular question, right? Next, moving on to one more question. See this particular question. So this previous question, so this is very important, and this may be asked for 4 marks question, right? Next, so this is also so one of the important questions. So very important questions. So along with the things which we have discussed, right? So whenever you are having square root, just you need to make use of rationalization. So what is LHS here? So LHS is nothing but 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta. So square root of 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta, and here you need to observe whether you need to get plus or minus. So based on the plus or minus, so we are going to decide whether to do rationalization to the denominator or to the numerator, right? Since I need plus here, so for that purpose what I am going to do is, so I need to do rationalization to the denominator. Because here I need to obtain plus. So already in the numerator I am having plus here. So if I want to maintain plus, I should not change this plus in the numerator. So that's why what I need to do is I need to rationalize the denominator. Okay, so for that what I am going to do is, so multiply and divide. So multiply and divide with the square root of 1 plus cos theta. So multiply and divide with the square root of 1 plus cos theta. Then what I am going to have? Square root of 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta into square root of 1 plus cos theta by square root of 1 plus cos theta. So when you multiply and divide with the same number, that means we are simply multiplying with 1. So when you multiply with 1, so will there be any change in the question? So there won't be any change. So that's why we are multiplying and dividing with the same number. So square root of 1 plus cos theta. So there won't be any change. But here if you observe, so square root of a into square root of b. So how can you write square root of a into square root of b as? So you can simply write as square root of a into b. So this particular property we are going to apply here. So from that what I am going to get? So square root of, so this whole thing if I consider it as a, this whole thing if I consider it as a, and this whole thing if I consider it as b, then I can write as square root of a into b. That means 1 plus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta divided by 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta, right? So this is the thing. So what we obtain by multiplying, right? Now if you observe it carefully, so you can write it as square root of, so square root of, so you can write this as square root of 1 plus cos theta whole square divided by Here it is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. So a minus b into a plus b I can write as a square minus b square. Now if you observe it carefully, it is in the form of square root of a by b. So square root of a by b I can write as square root of a by square root of b. So you can split the square roots. Then I can write as square root of 1 plus cos theta whole square. So under the square root divided by square root of 1 minus cos square theta. Now here in the numerator, so square and root I can cancel it out. I can write it as 1 plus cos theta divided by square root of 1 minus cos square theta, identity number 1. So 1 minus cos square theta I can write it as sin square theta. So again I can cancel the square and root. Finally I am going to get 1 plus cos theta divided by sin theta. Now if you observe, in the numerator I am going to have two terms, because in the middle I am having plus. So numerator contains two terms and denominator is having only one term. So when you are having two terms, I can split the denominator to both the terms. So this I can write as 1 by sin theta plus cos theta by sin theta. Now this sin theta belongs to both the terms of numerator, so that's why I have given sin theta equally to both the terms. So then 1 by sin theta I can write it as cosecant theta plus cos theta by sin theta I can write it as cot theta. So this is nothing but my RHS, right? So this is what he asked you to prove, so we have proved it, right? So square root of 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta into, so root 1 plus cos theta by root 1 plus cos theta. So here this is the main step, so which you should be careful while applying, and depending on the answer we need to do the multiplication. So here since I need plus, so to maintain that plus we are going to multiply with square root of 1 plus cos theta. Okay, here, and one more thing, so square root of a square is nothing but a. Okay, so here root 1 plus cos theta whole square, so square and root gets cancelled, then I am going to get square root of a square is nothing but a. Okay, next moving on to the next question. So exercise 11.4. so this is very important exercise. So these questions, so these might be asked in your 2 marks questions, right? So moving on to question number 1. So what is given question number 1? So 1 plus tan theta plus secant theta into 1 plus cot theta minus cosecant theta. So how can you solve this? So 1 plus tan theta I can write it as sin theta by cos theta plus secant theta I can write it as 1 by cos theta. So here these are the changes that you need to do. Next up, into 1 plus cot theta I can write as cos theta by sin theta. So these things you have already learned in your exercise number 1. So the basics of trigonometry. Cosecant theta I can write it as 1 by sin theta. Now if you observe carefully, so in the first bracket all the denominators contains cos theta except the first one. So LCM is cos theta, then I can write it as cos theta plus sin theta plus 1. So this is nothing but the first term after taking LCM. The same way here also, by taking LCM as sin theta, then I am going to have sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. So this is nothing but my second term. If you observe this carefully, so observe the things carefully. So here cos theta plus sin theta, here sin theta plus cos theta. So if you consider this term as A and this one as B, then what can you see here? Here it is A plus B form, here A minus B form. So A plus B into A minus B can be written as A square minus B square, no? Then I can write it as A plus B. So that means A plus B into A minus B I can write as A square. So A square means cos theta plus sin theta whole square, minus B square means minus 1 whole square by cos theta into sin theta. Now from this, how can I write this as cos theta plus sin theta whole square? So A plus B whole square only, no? So A plus B whole square I can write it as A square plus B square plus 2 AB, so cos theta into sin theta, minus 1 square is 1 whole divided by cos theta into sin theta. Now if you observe this carefully, what is the value of cos square theta plus sin square theta? It is 1. So 1 plus 2 into cos theta into sin theta minus 1 by cos theta into sin theta. Now if you observe here, we are having plus 1 and minus 1. So those two will get cancelled. So finally I am left with 2 cos theta into sin theta divided by cos theta into sin theta. So since these all are in product form, so cos theta into sin theta, cos theta into sin theta, I can cancel it out. So finally I am going to get the answer as 2. So for this particular question the answer is 2, right? Next, moving on to bit number 2. So what is bit number 2? So sin theta plus cos theta whole square plus sin theta minus cos theta whole square. So directly I am expanding it. So it is in the form of a plus b whole square. It is in the form of a minus b whole square. So a plus b whole square formula. So a square plus b square plus 2ab. So 2ab means 2 sin theta into cos theta plus. Next, this is a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square means a square plus b square minus 2ab. So minus 2ab means minus 2 sin theta into cos theta. So plus 2 sin theta cos theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta gets cancelled. Here if you observe, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, plus here also sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2. So for this also the answer is 2, right? Next, moving on to question number 3. So what is the value of secant square theta minus 1? So it is nothing but one of the forms of identity, right? So secant square theta minus 1 can be written as tan square theta into cosecant square theta minus 1 can be written as cot square theta. So these two are nothing but forms of the identities. So tan square theta into cot square theta. So it is nothing but tan theta into cot theta whole square. So already tan and cot are reciprocal functions, right? So when you multiply, its value will be equal to 1. So 1 square, which gives me 1, right? So likewise we can simplify these problems, right? Let us move on to question number 2. So question number 2, so he is asking you to show that cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square is equal to 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta, right? Now how to proceed with this? So if you observe this question, so this question is nothing but the transformed form of the problem which we have done earlier. Now when you transpose this square, that means this looks like this only, no? So square root of 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta is equal to cosecant theta minus cot theta, right? Now let us see so how we can solve this. Now let us consider the left hand side. So what is left hand side here? So left hand side is cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square. Now if you observe, how can you write cosecant theta as? So cosecant theta we can write it as 1 by sin theta, okay, minus cot theta you can write it as cos theta by sin theta, understood? So whole square. Why? Because if you observe the denominators, so both the denominators we are getting the same thing. So that's why what I have done is cosecant theta I have written as 1 by sin theta and cot theta I have written it as cos theta by sin theta. Now since the LCM is one and the same, that is sin theta, then you can write 1 minus cos theta whole square. Now since it is in the form of a by b whole square, a by b whole square you can write it as a square by b square. So a by b whole square you can write it as a square by b square. That means you can give square to both the terms. So I can write it as 1 minus cos theta whole square by sin square theta. Now clearly if you observe, this is nothing but whole square, no? So whole square means I can write this 1 minus cos theta 2 times. So 1 minus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta divided by, how can I write this sin square theta as? So already from the identity I have cos sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So 1 I can write as 1 square minus cos square theta, no? Right. In the next step, so I can change this as, so 1 minus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So numerator remains the same, but the denominator, it is in the form of a square minus b square, no? So a square minus b square, I can write it as a minus b into a plus b. A minus b into a plus b. So if you observe it clearly, 1 minus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta in the numerator and denominator, I can cancel it out. Then finally I am left with 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta. So which is nothing but my required RHS. So hence we have proved this particular question. Right. So here, so sin square theta, I have written it as 1 minus cos square theta. So these trigonometric identities, so you should learn. So you need to remember all these things, right? So if you are good at these trigonometric identities, so practice them rigorously so that you can get all these things, so that you can have all the problems being solved. And the most important thing that you need to have is practice. So without doing practice, so you cannot solve these problems, right? Next, moving on to one more question. So if you observe this question, it looks like the same as which we have done in the examples, right? Now 1 root of 1 plus sin theta by 1 plus sin a by 1 minus sin a. You need to have secant a plus tan a. So here you are having plus, here also we need to get plus. So further what I am going to do is, so here it is 1 plus sin a by 1 minus sin a. So since I need the same thing which is present in the numerator, right? So whatever the plus that is given, we need to get the same plus. So that's why what I am going to do is, so multiply and divide with the square root of 1 plus sin a. Then what I am going to get, this will become square root of 1 plus sin a by 1 minus sin a multiplied with, so for whole thing I am going to consider, so 1 plus sin a by 1 plus sin a. So you can make it under a single square root. Now this is in the form of square root of a into square root of b, which I can write it as square root of a into b. So which I can write as 1 plus sin a into 1 plus sin a divided by 1 minus sin a into 1 plus sin a, right? So if you observe this particular form, it is nothing but 1 only now, right? So 1 plus sin a by 1 plus sin a means 1. So when you multiply anything with 1, you are going to get the same thing, right? So from this, what will be my next step? So square root of 1 plus sin a into 1 plus sin a is nothing but 1 plus sin a whole square. The same thing I have written 2 times, so it becomes whole square divided by, I am splitting out the square roots also, so by square root of 1 minus, so 1 minus sin a into 1 plus sin a I can write as 1 square minus sin square a. Now finally here the numerators I can cancel out the square root, then I will have the numerator as 1 plus sin a by square root of 1 square minus sin square a, that means 1 minus sin square a I can write as cos square a. Again square and root gets cancelled, so finally I am left with 1 plus sin a by cos a. Again this cos a belongs to both the terms of numerator, because numerator contains 2 terms, 1 plus sin a. Okay, the terms are 1 and sin a. Then what I can do, I can give cos a to both the terms. I can write as 1 by cos a plus sin a by cos a. What is 1 by cos a? So 1 by cos a I can write as secant a plus sin a by cos a I can write it as tan a. So which is nothing but my required RHS. Clear? So this is nothing but, so this is also one of the important questions. So instead of sin, previously we have done for cos. So in this exercise all the problems are important, right? So all the problems are very very important. So you need to practice each and every problem. So you need to make it number of times, right? Next, moving on to question number 4. So 1 minus tan square a by cot square a minus 1 is equal to tan square a. We need to prove it, right? So we need to prove that this whole thing is equal to tan square a. So left hand side is equal to, now if you observe right hand side, what do I need? Tan square a, right? That means we need to convert this cot square a in terms of tan square a. So for that what I am going to do is, so simply take the LHS. So what is LHS here? So 1 minus tan square a by cot square a minus 1. Now 1 minus tan square a whole divided by, how can I write cot square a as? So cot square a I can write as 1 by tan square a minus 1. Now when I take LCM, so it is nothing but, so 1 minus tan square a, here in the denominator if you observe, so if you observe the denominator, so denominator will have tan square a in the denominator, right? So denominator is denominator. So that's why what I am going to do is, I am simply making the numerator also as fraction. So 1 minus tan square a I can write it as 1 minus tan square a by 1 whole divided by, here, so this denominator will become a fraction, right? So for that, what is the denominator? So denominator is tan square a. So LCM is tan square a. Then I can write it as 1 minus tan square a. So I hope you have understood here, right? So this particular denominator part, will become a fraction. So if you want to have a fraction in the numerator as well, to avoid confusion, what I am going to do is, I am going to write the numerator as a fraction, 1 minus tan square a by 1. Now if you observe this carefully, you are having fraction in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Then I can write as 1 minus tan square a by 1 into this denominator fraction, you can bring it to numerator by making it reciprocal. So 1 minus tan square a by tan square a, I can write it as tan square a by 1 minus tan square a, right? So here the numerator 1 minus tan square a and the denominator is 1 minus tan square a gets cancelled. Then finally I am left with tan square a divided by 1, so which I can write it as tan square a, so which is nothing but my required RHS, right? So likewise you can solve this particular problem, or you can make it as, so a by b by c. So a by b by c you can write it as ac by b. So these conversions you should be careful. So a by b by c can be written as ac by b, or so there is one more format, a by b whole by c, a by b whole by c. So this I can write as a by bc. So these two forms will confuse the student, right? So to avoid the confusion, so what we are going to do is, simply if you are having a by b by c, then what I am going to do is, so I am going to make the numerator as well in fraction form. So a I can write as a by 1. So from that you can directly write a by 1 into c by b. So from that you will be getting ac by b. The same way here also you are going to divide c with 1, so that you will have fraction in the numerator and fraction in the denominator as well. Then you can easily solve such kind of problems. So to avoid confusion, so we are going to make both numerator and denominator as fractions. Okay, now let us move on to question number 5. Let us see this. If you observe this carefully, here 1 by cos theta minus cos theta. So this is very simple. So these problems are very simple. So 1 by cos theta minus, so this is cos theta by 1. Now what is the LCM here? So LCM is cos theta. Then what I am going to get? So 1 minus cos square theta, because LCM is 1. So LCM is cos theta. So here cos theta is there. In cos theta goes one time. So that 1 into numerator 1 is 1 minus. So that minus will be carried here. Next here 1. But LCM is cos theta. So how can you make 1 as cos theta? By multiplying with cos theta. So that cos theta into numerator cos theta is present, no? That cos theta into cos theta. Or simply what we can do is, if the product of denominator is my LCM, then simply you can do cross multiplication. Okay, if product of denominators is my LCM, then you can directly do cross multiplication. Now 1 minus cos square theta, I can write it as sin square theta from the identities. So 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta by cos theta. Now sin square theta means you can write as sin theta into sin theta, no? Sin square theta means sin theta into sin theta by cos theta. Now since it is product means there is only one term here. There is only one term. So either sin theta you can give it to cos theta, right? So sin theta by cos theta is tan theta into, here it is sin theta, so which is nothing but my required RHS, right? So the answer is tan theta into sin theta. So if it is having plus or minus, then you need to split. So here it is not subtraction or addition, so that's why, so there is no need to split. Okay, next moving on to question number 6. So what is question number 6? So what he has given, secant A into 1 minus sin A into secant A plus tan A. Okay, so this is the given question. Now how can you solve it? So how can I write secant A as, so secant A I can write as 1 by cos A into, so this 1 minus sin A I am keeping as it is, into secant A I can write it as 1 by cos A plus sin A by cos A. So I am changing everything in terms of sines and cos. Okay, so most of the problems can be solved by making such changes. So I can write as 1 by cos A into, so this is 1 minus sin A into, so what is the LCM here? So LCM is cos A, so cos A, and the numerator will be written as 1 plus sin A. So if there is nothing in the denominator, then 1 is present. So from this, how can I write this as, so 1 into 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A. So 1 into 1 minus sin into 1 plus sin A, so it is nothing but the form. So multiplication with 1, so no problem. So 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A, so A minus B into A plus B can be written as A square minus B square. So 1 square minus sin square A divided by, so multiplication with 1 is no problem. Cos A into cos A is cos square A. Again 1 square means 1, so 1 minus sin square A. So 1 minus sin square A from the identities I can write as cos square A. So cos square A divided by cos square A, so which gives me 1. Hence the answer for this question is 1. So on simplification we are going to get the answer as 1. Next, question number 7. So this is also very important question, so which was asked number of times in pre-final examinations, right? Now prove that sin A plus cosecant A whole square plus cos A plus secant A whole square is equal to 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A. So indirectly what he is saying is, so change the given question in terms of tans and cots. You need to change the answer in terms of tans and cots. So for that I am going to consider the LHS. So sin A plus cosecant A whole square plus cos A plus secant A whole square. Now here I can see that it is in the form of A plus B whole square, here also A plus B whole square. Now A plus B whole square expansion, A square plus B square plus 2AB. So 2 into sin A into cosecant A plus, here also the same way, cos square A plus secant square A plus 2 into cos A into secant A. Now if you observe the things carefully, sin square A plus cos square A, so what is the value of sin square A plus cos square A? It is nothing but 1 plus. Next, here in terms of cots and tans we require, so we require everything in terms of tans and cots. Now cosecant square theta I can write as cosecant square A, I can write it as 1 plus cot square A, right? 1 plus cot square A. So this whole thing I have changed it as 1 plus cot square A plus. Next, sin A into cosecant A. So sin and cosecant both are reciprocal to each other, so when you multiply its product will be equal to 1. So 2 into 1 plus, here already cos square A we have combined with sine square a. Next, secant square a. Now secant and tan are having an identity, right? So secant square a, I can write it as 1 plus tan square a. So secant square a, I can write as 1 plus tan square a plus 2 into cos a into secant a is nothing but 1, because they both are reciprocal to each other. Now 1, so 1 plus cot square a plus 2 ones are 2 plus 1 plus tan square a plus 2 ones are 2. Now on adding the values, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 4, 5, 5 plus 2 7. So this total is 7 plus cot square a plus tan square a. So which is nothing but my required RHS. The only thing that we have done is, so we have applied a plus b whole square formula, right? So a plus b whole square formula we have applied, and after that we got 6 terms. So among these terms, 6 terms, so sin square a plus cos square a is nothing but 1 from the identity, right? Next, after that, since I require in terms of tan and cot, so cosecant square I changed as 1 plus cot square, and secant square I changed as 1 plus tan square. Next, sin a into cosecant a is nothing but equal to 1. So by making use of reciprocal concept, sin a into cosecant a is nothing but 1. So which gives me the final answer as 7 plus cot square a into 7 plus cot square a plus tan square a. So this is nothing but my required answer, right? Next, moving on to question number 8. So this is also, I think it is also simple, right? So 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta into 1 plus cot square theta. Now if you observe this, 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta, so it is nothing but in the form of a minus b into a plus b. So if you consider a as 1, b as cos theta, then it is a minus b into a plus b. So a minus b into a plus b I can write as a square minus b square. So 1 square minus cos square theta into 1 plus cot square theta. So it is like looking like identity, right? So 1 plus cot square theta I can write it as cosecant square theta. Now 1 square is 1, so 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. So from the identity, so sin square theta into cosecant square theta. So sin and cosecant are reciprocal to each other, so their product will be 1, and it is equal to 1 square, which gives me the answer as 1. Hence by solving this we are going to get the answer as 1, right? Next, moving on to question number 9. So question number 9, so this question and the next question, so these two questions are very important. So first of all, so what is given? Secant theta plus tan theta is equal to p. So secant theta plus tan theta is equal to p is given, right? Now already what do we know from the identity? So secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. We know from the identity, right? This I can write it as secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. Okay, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. We can write as secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. Already we are given with secant theta plus tan theta is equal to p. So when I substitute, so this I can write as p into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. So from this directly I can write secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1 by p. So this is nothing but the question what he asked, right? Now by using this particular thing, so I will explain the next question, and based on that, so I will give you one question, so you can solve it out. Okay, so question number 10. So this is 5-star rated question, so that means it is very important, right? Now follow the steps carefully. So you follow the steps carefully, and after that you can solve the same question. So I will give you the same question, you can solve it, okay, on your own. So what is given? So what is given? Cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to k. So let this be equation number 1. So cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to k. So let this be equation number 1. And we know from the identities. So what do we know from the identities? So from the identity we can say that cosecant theta plus cot theta into cosecant theta minus cot theta. So cosecant theta plus cot theta into cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1. So this is what we know, right? Already cosecant theta plus cot theta is nothing but k. So k into cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1. So from this what I can say, cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1 by k. So let this be equation number 2, right? So equation number is already given in the question. Equation number 2 we have obtained from the identity, right? Now follow the steps carefully. So if you follow the steps carefully, then we are easy to approach the answer, right? So first of all what I am going to do is I am going to add equation 1 and equation number 2. What I am going to do, I am going to add equation number 1 and equation number 2. So what is equation number 1? Cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to k, and second equation is cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1 by k. Now what I should do, I need to do addition. So addition means there won't be any changes in the signs. So directly minus cot theta plus cot theta gets cancelled. So finally what I am going to get, 2 cosecant theta is equal to k plus 1 by k, right? So by taking LCM what I am going to get here, so k will be my LCM. So I am going to get k square plus 1. Now from this I can write cosecant theta is equal to k square plus 1 by 2 times of k, right? Now from this again cosecant theta I can write it as 1 by sin theta, right? So 1 by sin theta is equal to k square plus 1 by 2 times of k. So let this be equation number 3. On adding equation 1 and 2 I am going to get the third equation. So let this be my third equation. Okay, so be clear. So if you follow step by step approach, you can easily approach the answer. Next what I am going to do is I am going to subtract 1 and 2. So first I have obtained equation 1, and from that I have obtained equation number 2. After that, to obtain equation number 3, what I have done, I did the addition of 1 and 2. Next I am doing 1 minus 2. So 1 minus 2 means here I am going to get cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to k. Cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1 by k. Now from this clearly, since I need to do subtraction, I need to change the signs. So when I change the signs, so this minus will become plus. Here already plus is there, it becomes minus. Here also plus is there, it became minus. Here from this situation, cosecant theta minus cosecant theta gets cancelled. Cot theta plus cot theta is 2 times of cot theta is equal to k minus 1 by k. So k minus 1 by k means LCM is k again. So this I can write as k square minus 1. Now from this cot theta I can write it as k square minus 1 by 2k. Okay, cot theta I can write it as cos theta by sin theta. So which is nothing but k square minus 1 by 2k. So let this be equation number 4. So we got equation number 3 and we got equation number 4. Now finally what I am going to do is I am going to divide equation 4 with equation number 3. So when I divide equation 4 with equation number 3, what I am going to get, left hand side is cos theta by sin theta. Here the left hand side is, third equation left hand side is 1 by sin theta. Okay, is equal to, what is right hand side of fourth equation, k square minus 1 by 2k whole divided by k square plus 1 by 2k. So here left hand side will be divided with left hand side and right hand side will be divided with right hand side. So here denominator sin theta are same. Here the denominators 2k and 2k are same. So we can directly cancel them out. Then finally what I am going to get, cos theta is equal to k square minus 1 by k square plus 1. So this is nothing but what he has asked you to prove, right? So this is very important question. So very important question for your 10th class public examinations, right? So mostly practice this particular problem, right? Next, moving on, see, for this 9th question can also be asked like 10th question. Okay, so here in 10th question he has given cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to k. Then what is the value of cos theta? Then prove that cos theta is equal to k square minus 1 by k square plus 1. The same way, the same question he might give secant theta plus tan theta is equal to p. Then what is the value of sin theta? So what is the value of sin theta, or prove that sin theta is equal to the same like this question. Okay, now my question for you is, so consider this secant theta plus tan theta is equal to p and prove that sin theta is equal to, and find the value. So what you are going to obtain for sin theta? Okay, what you are going to get the value for sin theta, and comment your answer in the comment section, right? So this is your do it yourself question. So this question also might be asked for 8 marks. Okay, procedure is same. So the given equation, consider it as 1, and by writing it as reciprocal you will be getting equation number 2. On adding 1 and 2 you are going to get equation number 3. On subtracting 1 and 2 you are going to get equation number 4, and finally divide 4 with 3. So divide 4 with 3, then you are going to get your answer. So your required answer in terms of sin theta, and that particular answer you mention me in the comment section. Okay, right? So these questions are very important, right? So thank you for watching the video. So thank you for staying connected with the channel, and for further videos, so please stay connected with the channel and share with your friends. So thank you for watching.